Hey guys, welcome to another video of Maths Tricks. So if you are new to this channel, then do subscribe it and also press the notification icon. So in this video, we'll see about the divisibility rules. So let's start. Our first number is 2. So the divisibility rule for 2 is very simple. So if a number that ends with 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8, so the number will be divisible by 2. For example, 562. It ends with 2, the 562 is also divisible by 2. Next, 864. So it ends with 4, so the number will be divisible by 2. The next number is 3. So for 3, the criteria is a bit different. It states that the sum of the digits must be divisible by 3. So if that's possible, then the number is divisible by 3. Let's see. It is 787. So 7 plus 8 plus 7. So 7 plus 8, 15. 15 plus 7, 22. And we know that 22 is not divisible by 3. So 787 is also not divisible by 3. Let's take another number. Right. So 3792. So 3 plus 7 plus 9 plus 2. So it is 21, and we know that 21 is divisible by 3. So 3792 will also be divisible by 3. Okay. Now the next number is 4. Now the criteria for 4 is that the last two digits, that is the tens digit and the unit digit, must be divisible by 4 or both should be 0. For example, 2616. So the last two digits, that is tens and the unit 1 and 6, is 16. So 16 is divisible by 4. So 2616, that is 2616, will also be divisible by 4. The next is 500. The tens and the unit digit is 0. So 500 will also be divisible by 4. The next criteria, it is 5. So if a number ends with either 5 or 0, it will be divisible by 5. For example, 65. Okay, so 65 ends with 5, so it will be divisible by 5. Okay, 100 ends with 0, so it will also be divisible by 5. The next number is 6. So for 6, the criteria states that any number that is divisible by 6 must be divisible by 2 and 3. Why 2 and 3? Because 2 and 3 are the factors of 6. Now you might have a question that the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. Then why we took only 2 and 3? Because 1 and 6 are obvious that it will be divisible by 6. So that is why we took another two numbers that are 2 and 3. For example, a number is what? It's 36. Okay. So 36 is divisible by 2. It is also divisible by 3. So we can say that 36 is also divisible by 6. Okay. Another number, 4518. So it ends with 8, so it is obviously divisible by 2. And 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 9, 18. So it also divisible by 3. So it is both divisible by 2 and 3. So the number will also be divisible by 6. Okay. The next number, 8. Okay. So now the criteria for 8 is some of that similar of that one of 4. So what it states that the last three digits, that is hundreds, tens and the unit digit, must be divisible by 4. For example, 41784. And 784 is divisible by 8. So 41,784 is also divisible by 8. The next is 9. So for 9, the criteria is similar that of 3. So it states that the sum of digits of that number must be divisible by 9. So the number is also divisible by 9. For example, 19,044. So the digits sum is 1 plus 9 plus 0 plus 4, that is 18, and 18 is divisible by 9. So 19,044 is also divisible by 9. Okay. The next is very easy and it's of 10. So any number that ends with 0 will also be divisible by 10. Okay. Next, 11. Now for 11, let's take an example. Okay. So 3, 8, 7, 9, 7. Okay. So what the criteria of 11 states that from left side, leaving a number in between, okay, the sums we have to do, and we have to do the sum of the left number and then the difference. If it is 0 or 11, then the number will also divisible by 11. Let's say now from left side, okay, from left side what we have to do? We have to take the numbers. So from left side we are taking 3, okay, leaving 8, then 7, then leaving 9, and then 7. So 3 plus 7 plus 7, as the criteria mentioned that we have to do the sum, so it is 17. And then we have to do the sum of the left numbers, that is 8 plus 9, so it is also 17. So the difference, if it is 0 or either 11, then the number will also be divisible by 11. So 17 minus 17 is what? It's 0. So we can say that 38,797 is divisible by 11. Okay. Next, 132. So starting from the left side, so 1 plus 2 is what? It's 3, and here so 3 minus 3 is 0. So 132 is also divisible by 11. Okay. Now next, 12. For 12, the criteria is same as that of the 6. In 6, what we did, we took the criteria that the number should be either should be divisible by 2 and 3. So for 12, it is 3 and 4, as the factors of 12 are what? 1, okay, 1, 3, 4, 12, and many more are there, but these are the major numbers. So let's take an example. Okay, 24. So 24 is also divisible by 3. It is divisible by 4. So we can say that 24 is also divisible by 12. The next number, okay, the next number is what? 25. Okay, the next number is what? It's 25. So what the criteria of 25 says that the last two digits must be divisible by 25 or they both should be 0. So 1, 3, 6, 7, 5. This is our example. So the last two digits are 75. So it is divisible by 3. So 1, 3, 6, 7, 5 is also divisible by 25. Okay. The next number is 18. So the criteria for 18 is that any number that satisfies the divisibility rule of 9, it will be divisible by 18 only if the number is even. That is 27. So 27 is divisible by 9, but it's not even. So 54. So 54 is divisible by 9 and it is even. So 54 is also divisible by what? It's divisible by 18. Okay. Now the next number, that is 19. So for 19, the criteria is that the last digit should be multiplied and added to the remaining digits, and if that total is divisible by 19, then whole number will be divisible by 19. Let's take an example. Okay, so 361. So the last digit is 1. So what the criteria state that we have to multiply it by 2. So 36 is, let it be here, and 1 into 2 is what? It's 2. Then we have to add. So 36 plus 2 is what? It's 38. Okay, it's 38, and 38 is divisible by 19, right? So we can say that 361 is also divisible by 19. Next question, 76. Okay. So multiplying 6 into 2 is what? It's 12, and 7 plus 12 is 19. So 19 is divisible by 19. So 76 is also divisible by 19. The next number, 17. Okay, this criteria is a bit complicated, but we'll understand it in a very simple way. So the criteria states that the last digit multiplied by 5 and then subtracted from the remaining digit. So if that result is divisible by 17, then whole the number will be divisible by 17. For example, let's take 68. Okay, so the last digit, that is 8, it must be multiplied by 5. So 8 5 is 40, and then divided from the remaining digits. So 6 minus 40 is what? It's minus 34, and we know that 34 is divisible by 17. So we can say that 68 is also divisible by 17. Let's take another number. Okay, 204. So 4 5s are 20. Okay, and 20 minus 20 is what? It's 0, and we know that every number is divisible by 0 is divisible by every number. So 0 by 17 is what? It's 0. So 204 is also divisible by 0. Okay, so our next number is 7. Now you might be wondering that why we left 7, because its criteria is bit complicated. Okay, it's similar to that one of 17 and 19. Okay, so the criteria for 7 state that the last number should be multiplied by 2, and it should be subtracted from the remaining digits. So if that number is divisible by 7, then whole number will be divisible by 7. For example, 448. So the last digit 8, it must be multiplied. Okay, it must be doubled. So it is 16. So 44 minus 16 is what? It's 28, and 28 is divisible by 7. So we can say that 448 is also divisible by 7. Okay.